When was the last time you did nothing? Not meditating, not resting after exhaustion, not scrolling with one eye closed at midnight. Actually, nothing. No phone, no music, no podcast, no person to talk to. Just you sitting with yourself. Try to remember that moment. Most people can't, and that's not an accident. We have built an entire civilization specifically designed to make sure you never have to be alone with yourself. Every moment of potential stillness has been filled. The elevator has a screen, the petrol pump has an advertisement, the restaurant has background music, the gym has television sets. The moment your mind has space to breathe, something rushes in to fill it, and we call this progress. But here's what nobody is asking. Why are we so desperate to fill the silence? What exactly are we running from? Because that's what is running. We just don't call it that. We call it staying productive, staying connected, staying entertained. But underneath all of it is a feeling we are working very hard to avoid: boredom. Boredom has a terrible reputation. We treat it like a problem to be solved, an inconvenience to be eliminated, a sign that something has gone wrong. Parents panic when their children say they are bored. Adults feel ashamed when they have nothing to do. We have decided that a full life means a busy life, and an empty moment means an empty person. But what if we got this completely backwards? What if boredom isn't the problem? What if boredom is the message? Think about what boredom actually is. It's the moment when the noise stops, when the distractions run out, when there's nothing left to do, and you're forced to just be. And in that moment, something uncomfortable surfaces. Not because something is wrong with you, but because something is finally honest with you. Mihir is 32. He has a good life by every possible measure: a decent job, a nice apartment, a social life that looks full on Instagram. But Mihir cannot sit still. Not for 10 minutes, not for 5. The moment he has nothing to do, he reaches for his phone. Not because there's anything he needs to see, but because the alternative, sitting quietly, feels unbearable. He doesn't know why. He just knows that when he stops, something uncomfortable starts. A vague restlessness, a low hum of dissatisfaction, a feeling he can't name but desperately wants to escape. So he never stops. He stays busy. He stays distracted. He stays just far enough from himself to never have to face whatever that feeling is. What Mihir doesn't realize is that the feeling he's running from is the most honest thing about his life, because boredom doesn't appear randomly. It appears when the life you are living doesn't match the life you actually want. It's your mind going quiet enough to finally tell you the truth, that something is missing, that something feels wrong, that the path you are on may not be the path you actually chose. Boredom is not emptiness, it's clarity trying to reach you. And every time you pick up your phone, you hang up on it. Here's something even more interesting. We are the first generation in human history with unlimited access to distraction. Every previous generation had to sit with boredom. There was no choice. Long evenings with no electricity, journeys with no entertainment, afternoons with nothing but your own thoughts. And in those enforced moments of stillness, people thought, really thought, about what they wanted, about what their life meant. The greatest ideas in human history didn't come from busy minds, they came from still ones. Newton didn't discover gravity while scrolling. Einstein didn't develop relativity while watching reels. The stillness wasn't a problem to solve, it was the condition for everything that mattered. But we have eliminated stillness almost entirely, and we have replaced it with something that feels productive but is actually just comfortable numbness. Scrolling doesn't rest your mind, it just redirects it. Consuming content doesn't recharge you, it just delays the moment when you have to face yourself. And that moment gets heavier the longer you avoid it. Neha realized this on a flight. No Wi Fi, phone on airplane mode, 3 hours with nothing to do. For the first 20 minutes, she was restless, uncomfortable, reaching for her phone and remembering it was useless. And then something strange happened. The restlessness settled, and thoughts she hadn't had in months started appearing. About her relationship that felt slightly off, about the career she had chosen because it seemed safe, about the version of herself she had quietly abandoned somewhere along the way. Not dramatic revelations, just quiet truths, the kind that can only arrive when you are finally still enough to receive them. She landed with much more clarity than she had in years, not because she had done anything, but because for 3 hours she had stopped running. This is what boredom actually is. Not a malfunction, not a failure of your environment to entertain you. It's the sound of your own mind finally getting a word in after months, sometimes years of being drowned out. And the reason it feels uncomfortable is because the truth is often uncomfortable. The job that doesn't fulfill you, the relationship that has quietly gone cold, the dream you keep telling yourself you'll pursue later, always later. Boredom is the feeling that surfaces when the distractions stop and the truth has nowhere left to hide. And here's the Indian layer of this. We were raised in a culture that made busyness a virtue. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. We heard it so many times, we stopped questioning it. Rest was laziness, stillness was irresponsibility, doing nothing was something to be ashamed of. So we filled every moment with obligations, with productivity, with doing. And we called it a good life. But what we actually built was a life with no space to think, no space to question, no space to ask, is this actually what I want? Because that question can only arrive in stillness, and we never let stillness arrive. Here's the truth about boredom that nobody tells you. You are not bored because your life is empty. You are bored because your life is full of things you didn't fully choose. The scrolling, the busyness, the constant consumption. These aren't signs of a rich life. They are signs of a mind that hasn't been given permission to stop. And a mind that never stops, never discovers what it actually wants. So what happens when you finally let yourself be bored? Not fix the boredom, not escape it, just sit with it. Something unexpected happens. The discomfort peaks and then slowly it softens. Underneath the discomfort is something you haven't felt in a long time. Quiet, not the quiet of emptiness, the quiet of arrival, the feeling of being exactly where you are without needing it to be anything else. And from that quiet comes the things that actually matter, the ideas that surprise you, the clarity you have been chasing in productivity podcasts, the answers to questions you forgot you were asking. The most honest conversations you will ever have won't happen with another person. They'll happen in the silence when there's nothing left to distract you and you finally hear what you have been trying to tell yourself all along. Boredom isn't the enemy of a full life, it's the doorway to one. The question is whether you are brave enough to stop running and walk through it. That's the flip. If this made you want to put your phone down for 5 minutes and just sit, try it. You might be surprised what shows up. And if this made you pause, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.